Good morning, Junior 2. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're going to take a vocabulary lesson. We're going to take Unit 7, How the World Works, okay? Unit 7 has two lists. We have List A and List B. Today we're going to work in List A, okay? Let's go and see what new words do we have. Okay, these are the words that we have in list A. We are going to take them in details and know what each word means and how we can put it in a sentence. Okay, first of all, we have desert. What is a desert? A desert is a large area of land in a hot region which has almost no water. So, it's a place that has a lot of sand and has a lot of land. It doesn't have any water and it's really hot. Okay, as you can see here in the picture, there's a picture here. As you can see, this is the desert. Okay, it may have plants like a cactus, which only can be grown in a desert, and it has no water in it. Okay, mountain. Mountain is a very high area of land with steep sides. What's the meaning of steep sides? This is the steep side, okay? It means that it has a sharp side. And it's a really high area of land. It's not low, it's really high. You can climb it, okay? Hill. Hill, an area of land that is higher than the land that surrounds it, but not as high as a mountain. So now we have two high lands. We have a very high land with steep sides. This is the mountain. And we have a smaller area of land with sides on it, but not as high as the mountain. Can you see? And this, the hill, it doesn't have a steep side. Can you see? Its sides are a little bit curved, not steep. Okay, this is the steep sides, and this is the curved sides. So the hill is smaller than the mountain. Valley. Valley is a low area of land between hills, often with a river flowing through it. So, can you see in the picture? These are hills. We have a hill over here and another one over here, and there is a river going along in between it. This is called a valley. This is not a high land, this is a low area of land. Okay? Okay. I think that this word is new for you. It's called peninsula. What is a peninsula? It's a long, narrow piece of land that is joined at one part to the mainland and is almost completely surrounded by the water. What does this mean? It's a land. You can imagine it like an island, but an island has water all around it. It's a piece of land that has water all around it. The peninsula is just like the island, except that it has land from one side of it. So a peninsula is just like the island, except that it has a connection with the land from one side, and all the other sides are surrounded by water. And we have a peninsula here in Egypt, and it's called the Sinai Peninsula. Okay, you can search for it on Google and find some pictures for it. And there is a picture here too. Can you see? It's a land just like an island, water all around it except from one side. Where is this side? This side. It connects it to the land. Okay? Okay. River. A large amount of fresh water flowing in a long line across the land. Can you see? Just like the River Nile that we have here in Egypt. Okay. Next, we have lake, a large area of water surrounded by land. Can you see here? A large area of water here surrounded by land. This is a lake. Sea, of course, you know the sea. Salt water covers most of the Earth's surface, okay? When you go to the beach. Ocean, a very large area of sea. So which is bigger, the sea or the ocean? Yes, the ocean is larger than the sea, okay? And they are both salt water, okay? Okay. City, a large town, of course, like Alexandria, Cairo, and so on. This is called a city. Okay. Pyramid, a monumental structure with a square or triangular base. What's the meaning of a monumental structure? Monumental structure means that it is a historical structure, that it was made a long time ago, that it became historical to us, and it's really, really old. Okay, with a square or triangular base. This is the base of the pyramid. Okay, it can be square and it can be triangular. Okay, and of course, you know the pyramids we have in Egypt here. Next, we have temple. Temple is a building used for the worship of God in some religions. So, in some religions, different than Islam, we have a temple. It's like a really big building that people go there to worship and to make religious activities. Okay. Next, we have dam. Dam is a wall built across the river that stops the river flow and collects the water. Can you see here? This is the dam, and there, this is the river. We built this dam across the river to stop the flow of water. Why do we do this? Mainly for many reasons. Sometimes to generate electricity, sometimes to save water, to water the plants and get our needs from it. So we make the dam across the river to stop its flow and collect the water from it. Okay. Sand dunes. Sand dunes is a hill of sand made by the wind on the coast or in a desert. Can you see it? The sand dunes are made by wind. They are not solid. They are not as hard as the mountains or as the hill. They can be changed by the wind, and they are made by the wind. And they are very smaller than the hill. So we have first mountain, and then the hill, and then the sand dunes. Okay? Okay, next is port. Port is a town by the sea or by the river that has a harbor. So it's a place where ships can dock and stay for a few days, that comes and goes from another country. Next, you have delta. Delta is an area of low flat land, sometimes shaped like a triangle, where a river divides into several small rivers before flowing into the sea. So as you can see here, this is the delta. It's a type of a low flat land like this. Then it divides into smaller rivers. Can you see the smaller rivers? These are the smaller rivers before they flow into the sea. And as you can see, they are shaped like a triangle. Okay. Next, you have farmland. Farmland is a land that is used for farming, where farmers grow vegetables, fruits, where farm animals live, like the cows, goats, sheep, and so on. Oasis is a place in the desert where there is water. It's sometimes in the desert there is a small lake that has water. It's called an oasis, and you can only find it in the desert. Okay, next you have north, south, east, and west. We use these four words to point out the directions or to point out a location of something on the map. So when I say north, I mean upwards. When I say south, I mean downwards. When I say east, I mean to the right, and west is to the left. In Egypt, we have two types of sea. We have the Red Sea and we have the Mediterranean Sea. The Red Sea has a lot of colorful fish and some coral leaves. The Mediterranean Sea has a fish that we can catch and eat. We have the River Nile that goes along Egypt, and we have the High Dam. And as you can see, the High Dam, it's a long construction built across the river so we can collect the water. Okay, moving into your classwork. First, I need you to read the rubric of the question really well. Here we have complete the sentences using the words from the box. We have temples, peninsula, oasis, ocean, and pyramids. Okay, number one. And dots is a place in the desert where there is water. What does has water in the desert? Yes, the oasis. After each answer that you write, I need you to cross the words in the box so you know what words you have left. Okay, number two. The Sinai dot is an area of land with water around most of it. What did we say is just like the island but has water around most of it, not all of it? Yes, the peninsula, the Sinai Peninsula. Good job. Okay, we had three dots in Egypt. What do we have three in Egypt? Yes, of course, the pyramids. Good job. Okay, number four. The dot is deeper than the sea. What's deeper and bigger than the sea? Of course, it's the ocean. Excellent. Okay. Number five. People used to go to dots to worship their god. We said that people sometimes go to temples to worship their gods in some religion, not all religions. Okay. Next exercise. We have guess the word. Here I want you to read the definition really well and then I want you to guess what word is this. Okay, number one. A hill of sand made by the wind in a desert. What's made by the wind in the desert and it's a hill, it's not big. Yes, excellent, the sand dunes. Good job. Okay, number two. Land used for farming. What's used for farming? Of course, it's the farmland. Excellent, everyone. Okay, number three. It's a piece of land that is steep and higher than the hill. What has steep sides and higher than the hill? Yes, the mountain. Okay. Number four. Fresh water. What's fresh water? The river. Excellent. Okay. Number five. An area of low flat land sometimes shaped like a triangle. We took it. Think. Yes, it's the delta. Okay. This was it for your classwork.